If you grew up obsessed with the movie Coraline just as I did, I think you're going to love this. I went to the Sugarmynt Gallery in South Pasadena to check out the Beware of the Pink Palace Coraline art show, and I was blown away and amazed at how many talented Coraline fans there are out there that created such beautiful art pieces. As you enter, you're greeted by a gallery wall full of paintings of characters from the world of Coraline, a large Pink Palace apartment sign, and right beneath it, a statue of a black cat, which I assume is meant to resemble Cat from the movie. Now this next wall was probably my favorite art wall of the whole exhibit. This piece with the dinner scene where the other mother asks Coraline to sew buttons in her eyes was amazing to look at, and I think it would be such a great piece to hang in a dining room. They even had a little door that was lighting up, and I was so tempted to try to open the door and crawl in. Right next to that was the iconic welcome home cake, which at the time I did not realize you could pick up, but there's quite literally a note that says you can, so I missed my opportunity. Stepping into the beldam's room was a little creepy, but also really cool. The first thing that caught my eye was the beetle dresser. I need this dresser for my room. It's amazing, creepy, cute. This room is probably where I felt the most joy and amazement. Kudos to the creative minds behind this. I think it's so cute and creative how they transformed this hallway to look like the door tunnel using purple and blue tulle fabric. Upon entering the bedroom, you'll see it's not an exact replica of Coraline's room, but you can admire the small details that were placed to make you feel like you're still in her world. For example, the dragonfly lights and the picture frame of her friends back in Michigan. I thought the TV playing ambient scenes from the movie was a nice little touch. When you step outside, you'll see that they set up such a cute garden inspired by the one in the movie with the pumpkins, tulips, the dragon snappers. They had this bench where you could sit next to YB and Coraline, and she's looking very different here. My girl is in need of a good toner pad for that texture. I sat down next to YB for a bit and admired the still scene of Miss Spink and Miss Forcible putting on their show. Now seeing this really cracked me up because I was not expecting to see a huge skeletal Mr. Bobinski, but you can see how they have completely transformed this Halloween front yard decoration into something grand for the Coraline exhibit. They even got the big belly and whisker-like mustache right. Now he could have used a couple of jumping circus mice to sell it, but they must have been on break, so I had to clock in for them. They typically do movie nights at this gallery too, so I thought it was cool how they put up this chalk art on the wall. The house in which the gallery is inside of is kind of small, but you do have a lot of beautiful pieces of art to admire. I did a walkthrough about 3 times to really take it all in. Towards the entrance, which is also the exit, you'll see most of the prints that were displayed throughout the gallery all in one place. I am trying to be mindful of my spending, so I just took one. I will be returning in July for their Over the Garden Wall exhibit, and I will likely be purchasing another piece of art there. So I'm really excited for that one. That is probably one of the best animated series to come out of Cartoon Network, and it only ran for 1 season. Let me know if you guys want me to vlog that. But that was all for the Beware of the Pink Palace show. Let me know which art piece was your favorite. I'll be documenting more art shows and immersive art spaces just like this one, so if you would like to see the next one, go ahead and subscribe if you'd like to come along.